Hello and welcome to Spin Along Molecule. If this is your first time, I am Dr. Imran and here I explore research fellowships and research opportunities for early career researchers and young scientists worldwide. Today I'm launching a new series on one of the most prestigious research fellowships out there, the Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship. This series will guide you from the general overview to eligibility, application, proposal writing, and much more. Before we dive in, who was Alexander von Humboldt? Alexander von Humboldt was a legendary explorer, naturalist, and a scientist from 18th to 19th century. His vision of science was deeply international and very collaborative. The Humboldt Foundation carries this spirit forward today by connecting researchers from every corner of the globe with Germany's research institutions. And the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation is based in Bonn, a German city. It promotes international academic collaborations by funding outstanding researchers from around the globe and in Germany through various programs. The foundation budget was approximately 150 million annually, and it's mostly supported by German federal government. And Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship is the biggest program that the Humboldt Foundation run. Every year it awards over 500 competitive fellowships across all disciplines. Humboldt Foundation is known for its commitment to diversity, supporting applications regardless of nationality, gender, or background. So there are two types of Alexander von Humboldt research fellowships. One is for postdoctoral researcher and other is for senior researcher. For Humboldt postdoctoral fellowship, it can be from 6 to 24 months and the monthly stipend is 2,700 euros. Plus general benefits like family support, language courses, travel, private health insurance subsidies, and a lot more. Humboldt Fellowship for senior researchers, it's for experienced researchers and it can be from 6 to 18 months and the monthly stipend is slightly higher, 3,200. So this is without taxes plus a lot of generous benefits. So let's talk more about success rate and expectations. The Humboldt Research Fellowship has an approval rate of 20 to 25% in recent rounds. So I'm talking more about Alexander von Humboldt postdoctoral fellowship. So this program consistently attracts researchers above average qualification and it fosters sustainable collaborations. So here is what makes Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship stands out than other fellowships. It's highly prestigious and has a broad network of over 30,000 alumni across 140 countries, including more than 57 Nobel laureates. So being a Humboldt Fellow is a seal of academic excellence. Next is funding and flexibility. So apart from stipend that I mentioned, like 2,700 for postdoctoral researcher, the fellows also receive a lot of other financial benefits. So for example, an initial lump sum of 430 euros for traveling. And also there is a travel lump sum depending on from where you are traveling to Germany, and it broadly covers two-way air ticket from where you're coming from and then you go back, and you get this right in the beginning. And other than that, your host organization or your host lab also receives from 500 to 800 euros monthly as a subsidy to support your research project and lab infrastructure. Similarly, family and integration support, language courses for you and your partner, your spouse, relocation support, health and insurance subsidies, family allowances are part of the package. You also get a special Humboldt ID card, help in visa processing, and also fee waiver when you're applying for visa, and also when you reach in Germany and you're applying for residence permit, you also get fee waiver. Other than that, there is generous alumni support. I have never seen such kind of alumni supports from all other prestigious fellowships what Humboldt Fellowship offers. So post fellowship, you can apply for return visit, our alumni sponsorship program, including short visits, return fellowships, support for publication and conferences, and even some kind of equipment support from the Humboldt Foundation. So next is who should apply and why it matters. The fellowship targets researchers with above average qualification. So it requires a strong publication record and academic independence. So when we talk about strong publication record, that means you should at least, if you're applying for postdoctoral fellowship, you should at least have 2 first author publication in respected journal in your field. Then I think you are safe. You should look towards other aspects of your application, like your proposal and reference letters and so on. So other things that you should consider when you're applying for Alexander von Humboldt postdoctoral fellowship, you need to have a German host in the German research organization, either university or institute like Max Planck Institute. So another thing for postdoctoral fellowship, you can only apply within 4 years after receiving your PhD. And if you have spent more than 4 years, then you should consider Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship for senior researchers. So that again, for experienced researcher, that should be applied within 12 years of your PhD. So another important thing for Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship is that it's not specific to any one discipline or any preferences for discipline. So it's open to all disciplines, from natural sciences and engineering to humanities and social sciences. This fellowship matters. It's not just financial supports. I would say it is a career accelerator. It opens doors to German science, creates lifelong networks, and places you at the center of global academic collaborations. So then let's talk about the timeline and application. So you can start anytime. There is no fixed deadline. This is the beauty of Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship, that application run year round. But another important aspect is that the selection committee that decides on your application, that sits 3 times a year, like in March, July, and November. So when you're applying, consider applying at least 6 months before that committee meeting. Then it's more likely that your application will be considered for review in that committee and you get the decision early. Then is the language preparation. You and your partner can attend language course before you start your fellowship. Even you have not reached Germany, you can attend the language courses online, and you can have some experience of German language. I think it will help you to smoothly integrate, especially in the beginning. So post-fellowship, so once you have done your fellowship, alumni can return for short or longer visits, publish, collaborate, or build projects abroad with continued support. So practical tip here is it is very flexible, and you can align the start of your fellowship with your host availability and your visa timeline. So the timing is not fixed. You can always write to Alexander von Humboldt organization, and they will be willing to accommodate you in that time frame. And to summarize, the Humboldt Foundation is the cornerstone opportunity for global research careers. It offers prestige, generous funding, flexible structure, extensive family and integration support, and a lifelong network. So in the next episode, I will break down the eligibility criteria, who should really consider it, and so you can assess if you qualify. After that, we will dive into application process, proposal writing, plus pros and cons of Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship. If you found this overview helpful, hit like and subscribe, and leave your question in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.